Hello, wonderful people, and a huge, warm welcome to today's video. It is an absolute joy to have you here. Before we dive into this fascinating topic, I want to take a genuine moment to send my very best wishes to you and your loved ones. Wherever you are in the world, I truly hope you are feeling strong, healthy, and full of positive energy. Now, let's talk about one of the most interesting and patient processes in the entire world of farming, because the journey of a pineapple from planting to your plate is a story of incredible patience, taking not weeks or months, but about 2 full years to complete. When you are in a supermarket and you see a pile of fresh pineapples, it is easy to just grab one, take it home, and enjoy its sweet and tangy flavor without ever thinking about where it came from or how long it took to grow. That beautiful, spiky, tropical fruit is the result of an immense amount of time and care. Unlike many other fruits that grow on trees and can be harvested annually, the pineapple plant demands a long-term commitment. The entire process, from planting a single part of the plant to harvesting a ripe fruit, takes approximately 18 to 24 months, and sometimes even longer depending on the variety and the growing conditions. This is a huge investment of time for a farmer who must care for the plant for 2 years before seeing any return. And the most amazing part is that each plant only produces one single pineapple in its entire life. This long, slow journey is a testament to the wonders of nature and the dedication of the farmers who grow this delicious fruit. To understand why it takes so long, we need to follow the pineapple's incredible life cycle, step by patient step. It all starts not with a seed, but with a part of another pineapple plant. While pineapples can grow from the tiny seeds found in the fruit, this is incredibly slow and unreliable. Commercial farmers almost never use seeds. Instead, they use what are called propagative materials. This means they plant a part of an existing pineapple plant to create a new, genetically identical one. There are a few different parts they can use. The most common one is the crown, which is the green, spiky top that you usually cut off and throw away when you are preparing a pineapple. This crown is actually a small plant waiting to happen. If you plant it in soil, it will eventually grow roots and become a new pineapple plant. Farmers can also use the slips, which are the small, shoot-like growths that come off the base of the fruit itself, or the suckers, which grow from the stem of the plant between the leaves. These are all clones of the mother plant. So, the first step is to carefully select and plant one of these parts in well-prepared soil. The farmer plants it, waters it, and then the waiting game begins. For the first few months, the plant isn't thinking about making fruit at all. It is focused entirely on establishing itself, growing strong roots underground, and spreading its long, pointed, waxy leaves into a rosette shape. This leafy rosette is the engine of the plant. The leaves are designed to catch and channel every drop of rainwater and dew down to the base of the plant, where the roots can absorb it. They also collect sunlight to create energy. This initial stage of just growing leaves can take anywhere from 12 to 18 months. The plant is building up its strength, storing energy, and getting ready for its one big moment. After more than a year of growth, the plant is finally mature and ready to flower. This is triggered by certain environmental factors, and sometimes farmers will use a natural compound to encourage the process. The flowering stage is where the magic really starts to happen. From the center of the rosette of leaves, a stunning flower stalk begins to emerge. This stalk will produce dozens, sometimes over 200, of individual tiny blue or purple flowers. Each one of these flowers is a potential individual fruit. But unlike a raspberry or blackberry where each tiny part remains separate, the pineapple flowers do something extraordinary. After they are pollinated, which is often done by hummingbirds in the wild, each flower begins to develop into a small, individual fruitlets. But then, these dozens of fruitlets all fuse together, joining into one single, large, compound fruit. This is why the outside of a pineapple has those distinctive hexagonal patterns or eyes. Each one was once a separate flower. This process of the flowers blooming and then fusing together takes several weeks. As they fuse, the fruit begins to swell and grow, drawing all the energy and sugars that the plant has been storing up for the past year and a half. The fruit continues to grow and mature on the plant for another 5 to 7 months. During this final growth period, the pineapple changes color from green to the beautiful golden yellow we recognize, and it builds up its signature sweet and acidic flavor. The plant puts every last bit of its energy into creating this one perfect fruit. Finally, after all that waiting, nearly 2 years after the crown was first planted, the pineapple is ready to harvest. It doesn't ripen further after it is picked, so timing is crucial. A farmer knows it is ready by its color, its smell, and by tapping it to listen for a certain sound. It is carefully cut from the plant by hand using a sharp knife. And this is where the plant story takes the bittersweet turn. Remember how I said each plant only produces one fruit? After the single pineapple is harvested, the main plant will naturally begin to die. However, before it does, it usually will have already produced suckers or slips around its base. These can be carefully removed and replanted, starting the entire 2-year cycle all over again. So, while the original plant dies, its clones live on to produce the next generation of fruit. This is how a pineapple field is maintained. When you understand this long and labor-intensive process, it gives you a whole new appreciation for this tropical fruit. You are not just holding a piece of fruit, you are holding the final result of 24 months of sunshine, rainwater, and a farmer's patient care. It is a natural masterpiece of time and transformation. Thank you so much for joining me to learn about the patient journey of the pineapple. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you in the next video.